Manning now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Manning. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Now Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapua Vitae, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Foles. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Drops it off to Ajayi. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. They're going to look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Donnie Jones now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how's he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Giants are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Eagles didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Giants on 2nd and 7. Run play coming up here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD as they take a 7-0 lead. Giants on 2nd and 7. Eli Manning connecting on a pass into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. Later on the drive, he's got to get into the open, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them on top by 14. Giants on 1st and 5. Odell Beckham Jr. the catch over the middle, and it leads to a touchdown. The lead grows to 21.
Okay, Larry, a fairly one-sided first half as we get set to go in the... So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And some room to maneuver. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I go out there and try and stop them, but boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. They'll look to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Elliott puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Manning. It's complete. Vereen. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Brad Wing now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken from just outside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly looked like the Torrey Smith we knew in Baltimore. A guy can just run past defenses, and what do they say? Take the top right off of them.
Game-changing speed, and the days in Baltimore good, days in San Fran not so great, but now hoping to get back to his former self.
I would say they have an extremely motivated wide receiver in Torrey Smith.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. They run again with Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
The Eagles on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll toss it to Ajayi. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught. Shepard. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 17 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Foles. Hurts has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Foles. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll set up a throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down. They go play action here on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.